Hello everyone, and welcome to the Super Mario 64 Freerunning Competition Task 8. The competition for this task was to enter Rainbow Ride, Wallkick at least 5 times, and end by dying. A relatively simple task, so I'm excited to see some of the fantastic freeruns that have been done. As always, the freerun for this. The goal of this competition is to look as cool as possible. So without further ado, let's get into it. There were 10 entries, 1 disqualification, so we have 9 runs to show you with personal and unbiased commentary later. So, without further ado, I should mention, voting is worked the exact same way as the last time we held this competition. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, 000.M64. That's right, I flipped the order. You thought you'd go last. Well, you got, son. Starting out in Rainbow Ride. Does a triple jump, there's the first wall kick. Does a regular triple jump right there, not a glitchy one. Goes over to the carpet, barely makes it onto the carpet with the help of a ground pound. A bit of fancy edge grinding right here. Ground pounds through the bottom of the carpet. 2 wall kicks, 3 wall kicks. There it is, 5 wall kicks right there. Does a little bit of the run underneath a low ceiling, which makes Mario kind of run while face planting into the ground. Some more wall kicks, those are needed. The only thing left to do is die, so they're just delaying it right now to look cool. Does the setup to grab this little block right here. Cancels the rollout. Goes all the way on top of the fire spitter. Goes over to the tricky triangles. Fakes going on the switch. Messes around a little bit with the tricky triangles area. Was that a down warp? Not exactly sure. Ends up hitting the switch 3 separate times. Does a slide kick onto the tricky triangles. Some fancy stuff right here. Gets the 1-up, bonks, and falls to their death. It's greater than or equal to. Yes, there's no penalty for wall kicking more than 5 times. Great job to 000.M64, number 1. Next up, number 2. Can you don't please .M64? Let's watch their run. You entered in this competition, make sure not to say if this is your run or not. Does a rollout to be able to... What was that? A glitchy wall kick right there. Nice glitchy wall kick. I agree, Moobot. Long jumps all the way over to this area. Ooh, does a glitchy bonk right there. Does a pause. Changes the camera, I believe? Not exactly sure. Boings on the guy. Does some cool camera action. Nice glitchy wall kick right there. Another wall kick. I believe that's 3 so far. There is 5. A bonk on the edge of that wall. A wall kick off of the box and just falls to their death with the help of a jump dive. Great job to number 2. Can you don't please .M64. Next up, number 3. Kurog.M64. Let's load that up. This is, of course, a reference to the... Wait, what? Hold up. That's not right. Oh, right. Of course. Never mind. That is right. Kurog.M64. Let's load up their run. Does some fancy movement right there at the very start. Some crazy camera stuff as well. Wow. Jumps on top of Lakitu. Changes the camera very fast. Nice glitchy wall kick right there. I didn't even mention the glitchy wall kick at the very start. I believe that's 4 wall kicks so far. Uses the bomb to push themselves. Grabs the bloated bomb. Blows up the bloated bomb while still having it in their hand. And it lands on the blue coin switch. Well, there's all their 5 wall kicks right there. Nice glitchy wall kick. Kicks the wall. Some edge grinding into a C-up into a BLJ right here. Gets the red coin. And just cancels all their speed. Some fancy grinding still cancels all the speed with Z up. Goes on the blue platform and then just runs off. Looks like they were a little bit strapped for time there at the end. But either way, great job to Kurog.M64 number 3. Even if the ending desynced, it technically did do the task. So, there you go. Next up, number 4, Movement64, Rainbow Ride.M64. Let's load up their run. Doing some fancy camera shenanigans at the very start. Kicking, faking the punches. Uses the sparkly triple jump. Dive grinding. More dive grinding. This guy loves his dive grinding. Goes all the way over here with the help of a dive recover. Does a quick little VSC right there. Wall kicks. Messes around with this yellow structure. Actually goes all the way up. Does a glitchy wall kick onto the bottom of that structure. Not exactly sure what happened. Gets burned by the fire. Changes the camera so it looks like Mario's going crazy. And then jumps all the way down while on fire. Great job to 4, Movement64, Rainbow Ride.M64. Next up, number 5, Nani1.M64. Let's load that run up. There have been some crazy runs so far. I'm excited for these last few. Changes the camera. Does some crazy wall kicks there. With some moving grinding right there. Grinding on the edge of this. Wall kicks off the bottom of that. What was that ledge grab? Hold up, what? Backwards long jumps all the way over to that ledge right there. Wall kicks up on this little thing. I didn't even know you could wall kick there. Gets into the sitting position for a second. Does a C up and just punches while conserving downward speed to death. Great job to 91.M64. Number 5. Make sure to get these numbers straight. Next up, number 6. 9.M64. Let's load up their run. Yeah, there have been some great runs so far. I don't even know who I would vote for at this point. Does a breakdance and immediately cancels it twice. Some fancy grinding. Some changing the camera very fast. Lands all the way down on the fly guy. As it looks like they're going to cancel it on this. Yes, they are. Edge grinding on the front of the moving platform. Side flips up to the brown structure right here. Wall kicks below the fire. Something just blew up. Not exactly sure what it was. And just falls off. Great job to 9.M64, who is actually number 6. You need to remember that. Just think of 6 upside down being 9. And next up, number 7. Subscribe to Pringles.M64. I wonder what that could be a reference to. I don't get it. Let's load their run. Long jumps down to this area at the very beginning and comes down with a ledge grab. Also lands on the fly guy. Enemies were allowed to be fakes like they're going for the same type of cancel the last competitor did, but actually it just goes all the way onto the blue moving object. Does a triple jump up to the star area with the help of the sparkly triple jump. Jumps over the flame. Does some double jumps right there on the moving blue structure. Gets all the coins, long jumps over to the pole. It's actually possible to make it all the way to that brown structure, but it's very difficult. Long jumps. Some dive recovers, barely manages to miss the Lakitu right there. Coming very close. Wall kick, wall kick, wall kick, wall kick, wall kick, wall kick. That's all the wall kicks they need. Goes all the way up to the top of the red coin area. Are they going to go into the warp? No, breaking the box. It's pretty easy to dive grind on that wind, using that wind to the fullest to dive grind, going into the warp. Goes all the way up to the big house. Even more wall kicks, whoa. Some fancy camera stuff by barely going into the house. and going in and out. Fakes falling all the way to their death, ends up ledge grabbing, and then actually falls all the way to their death. Great job to subscribe to Pringles number 7. And now the M64 is playing garbage. Good job. Next up, number 8, Super Mario 64, NAURU.M64. Let's load up their run. Don't know what this is. Probably a reference to Nauru's Love from Zelda. How many wall kicks was that? Not exactly sure. That was a ton of crazy glitchy wall kicks. Fakes going for Lakitu. This guy loves his R button. Yeah, he really does love his R button. Goes all the way up. Bonks, bonks. How many times is he gonna fall? So many R presses, I can't even tell what's going on. Takes damage actually from falling all the way inside the red coin area. Takes even more damage and does a slide kick all the way down to their death. Great job to number 8, Super Mario 64, NAURU.M64. And now for the final non-DQ'd entry in this competition, USA.M64. Number 9. Let's watch their run. USA, a famous reference to a name of a country. Starts off with a triple jump. There's the first wall kick. Wow, 2 wall kicks right there, barely managing to avoid death. Does a dive recover over the help of that. There's all the wall kicks they need. But still doing some more just to be fancy. Does a wall kick up. Cancels the dives and dive recovers with the help of that ledge right there. Wall kicks up a lot of this red coin area. Gets a bunch of speed from that slope. Dive recovers all the way over to this carpet right here. Also does the same wall kick another competitor did on that very small structure. Pretty difficult to actually wall kick there and not bonk or die. And just speaking of dying, grabs that coin, jumps off, hits the invisible wall at the very end, and dies. Great job to USA.M64, number 9. And that is all of the non-disqualified entries in this competition. There is one DQ, however. Cultural Marxism.M64, who was only 3 wall kicks and 2 short. Better luck next time to the disqualified entry. There's a triple jump right there. There is some wall kicks. Quite a bit of wall kicks right there. One more wall kick. Did this do 5 wall kicks? Either way, it was too short for the competition. But I think that might have done more than... that might have done more than 3 wall kicks. Let's watch that back in slow-mo real quick. Oops, not that one. Either way, it was too slow. Slow motion time. Instant replay. 1, 2, 3. I counted 3 in there. I don't know about you guys. There's a 4th. And here is a 5th. No matter what, it was still too short, so it was still disqualified, but either way, that run was disqualified for being just under the time limit for this competition. Better luck next time to that runner. But in the meantime, let's get going with these results. Starting out in last place. Better luck next time to Rush 57. Who only got a single point. Rush 57, of course, did USA.M64. This was the one that started off immediately with the regular triple jump dive. 2 wall kicks right there. Dive recover. There's all their wall kicks. They just did a bunch of wall kicks in the red coin area. That's true, this is biased. I need to change that. Thanks, Jong. Did a bunch of dive recovers. Went all the way down over to this area. Went onto the carpet. Wall kicked off of the very small block. I'm surprised this only got 1 point. Wow. That's kind of incredible. Does a jump and falls all the way down. Good job to Rush57. Better luck next time. I'm kind of surprised they only got 1 point. That wasn't really that bad of a run, but either way, good job. Next up, number 7, Egg, for subscribe to Pringles SM64 with a total of 2 points. Only getting 1 point above the legendary CeeSZee. Let's watch their run. Pringles, of course, a reference to the famous chip company. That's right, there is actually a tie right here. Jumps on the fly guy, twirls all the way over here, fakes canceling it on the side, actually cancels it on the blue structure. Makes the thing fall, triple jumps all the way up to this star area. Waits on the blue object, triple jumps to these yellow coins, long jumps onto the pole over here. Jumps off the pole. It has a dive recovery to get over to this bomb area. Just skips past the bombs. Looks like they're going to go up the blue coin route. A lot of wall kicks right there. Goes all the way to the top. All the way to the top of the red coin area. Kind of surprised this got second or 7th too. Only got 2 points. Fakes going for the 1-up. Goes in the warp, actually. Does some camera tricks right here. Oscillating inside and outside the big house. Fakes going for the death all the way at the bottom, but instead grabs the ledge and then falls off the ledge to their death. Great job to Egg. Getting 7th place. Better luck next time. Only getting 2 points. Next up, also only getting 2 points, Mr. Piet 1001. Who actually won the last competition with 000 Dynamic 64 with a total of 2 points. Let's load up his run. Well known for beating CeeSZee in that competition. Does a regular wall kick right there. Ground pounds below the carpet to be able to make it up. Grinding on the very edge of the carpet right there, doing some more fancy ground pounds. Wall kicks in between those blue objects right there. Does the running below the carpet. As soon as I saw that, I knew this was Mr. Piet. 2 wall kicks right there. Does the long jump to get all the way to this this area before Tricky Triangles. Actually goes up onto Tricky Trials immediately afterwards, after going on the Fire Spitter. Fakes hitting the switch. Actually just messes around with the Tricky Triangles area. Lands on the switch a second time, and then a third time. How many times is he going to land on the switch? Does the glitchy car right there, gets the 1-up, and then falls to his death. Great job to Mr. Piet for getting 7th place in this competition. Good job. Next up, Alex Palix 1, Super Mario 64, NAURU.M64 with a total of 9 points. There's a big jump in points between 7th and 6th. Let's watch their run. Make sure not to spoil anything, people in chat. This was the run that started off with the glitchy triple wall kick right there. Backflips. This was the run that liked changing the camera between Mario Cam and Fix Cam. I honestly want to count how many times he does it. How many R presses in this test? There's some wall kicks right here in the red coin area. Even more wall kicks, just navigating through the red coin area with the mastery of a tasser. And does a slide kick dive all the way down to the bottom and spams R right at the very end, just to spite me. Great job to Alex Palix, coming in 6th place, with the total of 9 points in this competition. Next up, in 5th place, Iwer, with Can You Don't Please .m64 and a total of 12 points. Let's load up their run. Oops, almost loaded up the wrong one. Was that an Iwer trick right there? Not exactly sure. Nice glitchy wall kick at the very start. Another wall kick off of the rotating platforms. Long jumps all the way to these falling structures. Does a glitchy bonk on the structures, actually. Just pauses. Doesn't do anything with the pause. Just uses it to extend his time of the task. Jumps on the fly guy. Does a glitchy wall kick off of that yellow thing. I wasn't even sure that was possible. Bonks off of the blue structure right there. Wall kicks off the box, does a dive recover, and falls all the way to their death. Great job to Iwer, coming in at 5th place. Yeah, by doing the Iwer trick, I knew it was somebody who would do that, and Iwer was my best guess, but I didn't know if he submitted. Anyways, great job to Iwer, getting a total of 12 points in this competition. Next up, in 4th place, barely missing a medal, and also barely beating Iwer, Aj, 9.m64, and a total of 13 points. Let's watch their run. D-pad is the buttons on the side of the N64. Cancels 2 breakdances right there. Some grinding on this stationary object. Changing the camera like crazy. Shades of CeeSZee. Lands on the moving object right there, on the pendulum type thing. Grabs the brown structure, which makes it fall, and then it explodes when touching the ground. That's what that explosion noise was. In the meantime, they have all of their wall kicks, so they just run off and die. Great job to Osh, finishing in 4th place, barely missing out on the top 3 in this competition. Next up, in 2nd place. What? What are the odds of this? 2nd place, Nis, with a total of 31 points, 91.m64. Nis, well known for being one of the 2 people to finish 2nd in this competition. Let's watch their run. Yes, this is a tied 2nd place. Somehow manages to wall kick all the way down there. Does some fancy wall kicks. This run was one of my favorites. What is this movement-ness? What is that ledge grab? That ledge grab makes no sense. BLJ's all the way over while changing the camera to this area right here. Lands on that box. Wall kicks on this area that I didn't even know you could wall kick on. Somehow managed up in a butt slide animation. Cancels it with a C up and then just dives off of the very edge. Great job to Nis. How do you make runs like that in 1 hour? I don't know. Nis, well known for not being somebody to be on YouTube. What a crazy guy. Let's watch that one more time. Let's watch the top 3. I think that's fair, right? Does a triple jump up. Somehow manages to triple jump all the way down there. It's like a fifth frame wall kick, rather. Look at this ledge grab coming up. How does this ledge grab work? That's a glitchy ledge grab. That's what that is. Okay, that makes sense. BLJ's all the way over here with the help of the carpet. Firsties. Somehow manages it in butt slide, cancels it with C up, and then just punches his way off of the ledge. Great job to Nis, finishing in 2nd place, tied 2nd place in this competition, free running competition. Next up, also in 2nd place, Tesserakt with Karag.m64, finishing with 31 points. Don't spoil if you know who the last guy is, of course. Let's watch this run. This run was crazy. Look at that movement Mario's doing. The camera mastery is kind of absurd in this task. Changing the camera so much. Nice glitchy wall kick right there. You can make any run look good. Grabbing the bob bomb while it's bloated, while already holding it while it's bloated. First he's up the blue coin route. Nice glitchy wall kick right there to be able to do 2 wall kicks. Cancels it with the C up. Nice BLJ into the red coin. Just does some crazy movement. Long jumps all the way past there to get back on the elevator. It looks like he ran out of time here and realized he needed to die. Needed to submit his run and then just runs off. Great job to Tesserakt getting 2nd place in this competition. Let's watch that one more time. One more time because this run was crazy. Look at that start. Glitchy wall kick right there. Jumps on and kills Lakitu. Another glitchy wall kick on that moving platform. Grabs the bob bomb, actually gets pushed off the wall with it, kicks it, and grabs it while it's being blown up. Grabs it again after blowing up the other bob bomb with it. That's another thing you can do. Slide kicks. Does a glitchy wall kick into a regular wall kick. Yeah, I thought he was going to go into a PU and do some crazy stuff, but there's no way he could have done PU movement in an hour. Doing some even more crazy stuff on this red coin area, canceling it with a C up. Long jumping around the side. Ran out of time. Looks like he needed to just run off and die. Yeah, that was just a negative jump. I don't think that was an OJ. Not exactly sure. It's kind of hard to tell if you're just watching it back. But either way, great job to Tesserakt for getting 2nd place in this competition, tying with Nis. And now for the winner of the freerunning competition, Task 8. The man we all know and love, the freerunning god, CeeSZee, with Movement 64 Rainbow Ride at M64 with a total of 34 points. Somehow I think the only reason the people that, the only reason it wasn't only the top 3 with all the points is because the top 3 couldn't vote for themselves. But either way, let's watch this run. Kicking the wall. Faking punching the wall 3 separate times. Doing dive grinding on the edge. Fancy dive grinding right here. Does a dive recover all the way down past the pole. Avoids the fly guy. Actually does VSC right there to conserve downwards momentum. Does a sparkly triple jump up. Wall kicks. Messes with the yellow top of the pendulum right there. Does a glitchy wall kick off the bottom? What even happened there? Gets burned by the fire. Conserves the burn and just jumps all the way down to their death.
Game over.
Game over. Let's watch that one more time. Watch that one more time. Congrats to CeeSZee for winning this freerunning competition. Kicks the wall. Dive recovers through the bottom of it. I'm not exactly sure what just happened. Dive grinding right there. Dive recovering all the way down to the bottom. Grabbing that ledge and immediately getting pulled up because the game does not actually want you to grab that ledge. What was that wall kick? I still don't even know. Gets burned, conserves the burn with the help of frame perfect jumps, and goes all the way down to his death. Great job to CeeSZee for winning this competition. Let's watch that in slow motion, as is commonly requested. Cancels the dive, goes through the wall, fakes 3 punches. There's a sparkly triple jump right there. Does a dive and cancels it with the edge right there. Some dive grindings. More dive grindings. A regular dive and a dive recover to get all the way down past the pole over here. Immediately just acts out of that ledge grab. Sparkly triple jumps, dives. Bursties right there. Messes around with that yellow top of the pendulum. What was that wall kick? Still don't even know. Wall kicks, gets burned by the fire. Changes the camera to make it look even better. Camera manipulation. And jumps all the way down to their death. Great job to CeeSZee for winning this freerun competition. Alright, that is the end of the freerun competition Task 8. If you want to join the freerunning competition Discord, maybe do some freeruns of yourself to be shown off in this competition, you can get the link to the Discord right there. It's in one of those links. I believe it's the last one. But in the meantime, congratulations to everyone who participated. Congratulations to CeeSZee for winning this competition. I am OneTed59, signing off. Sorry, not Plush. Not Plush was disqualified. That was not Plush. Now I'm signing off.